That's amazing.
7 apps I use while I'm in China, and the first one is Wise. I need Wise so I can move money out of the US account and then move it into any other currency I need. Once my money is in Wise, I don't need to convert it until I spend it. And when I spend it, I use Alipay, the next most important app you need. And with Alipay, I can pay for anything. I use Alipay for my Didi, the Uber of China, using the Alipay app. That is wonderful. I use it for paying for all the food or booking tickets, the subway, booking train ticket, or anything I need to pay for. I can do all that with Alipay. WeChat works, a good app. People should have that on their phone before they come to China, but Alipay is the one I'm using. WeChat is for me a backup. Alipay is connected to my virtual Wise card. It's held USD in Wise, and then it converts it to RMB whenever I make a purchase. So I don't have to convert any amount of money over to RMB. I can do it that way if I want to, and just have a bucket in Wise that's RMB. I don't bother with that. I just keep it all USD, especially if I'm only going to be here for a couple weeks. The 2 translator apps I use have finally replaced my standalone Pocket Talk translator device. Microsoft Translation app is great for sitting down in a group, a lot of people talking. Just open the app and you just talk normal. No pushing buttons. You just have to have good internet service, but it works very well, very quick. If I'm talking, it translates it and it faces the other person. They're talking, it faces me and I can read it. The Microsoft Translator will also pick up, there's announcements or you have a tour guide, something comes across the speaker, it picks all that up and translates it. Translate Now AI works offline. That's better for slower paced conversation because it'll speak the text. It is fast, just not quite as fast as the Microsoft. Translate Now AI is the best one I have found for translating text. They take a picture of a menu or a sign or something. It does very good. MetroMan app I use to navigate the metro system in Shanghai and Beijing. It's very easy to use, it's intuitive. It tells you the destination and the route and which trains get on and off of course, but also tells you the time it's going to take, how far. It gives you different options. So if one rail's busy, you can take another route. But I also have another app that I'd recommend for people that perhaps get a little confused, Mapway. And I've used them both. Download both of those, figure out which one you like best. The Maglev high-speed train from the airport into the city, 6 to 7 minutes. That's nice. So when I leave the airport, I go right to the Maglev, jump on that into the city. I don't get eSIM because I already have my eSIM installed on my phone. I do not exchange any money because actually I don't carry any cash at all. I haven't used any cash while here. It's wonderful. I never exchange money at the airports anyways, no matter where I go. Boy, last time I exchanged money, maybe it was in Vietnam. I carry very little cash anymore, so that's been very nice. If you're late getting to the airport when you're flying around China domestically, look for the late arrival security line. Don't wait in the normal security line. I get an eSIM as soon as I enter China or before, which I'm able to purchase through the Alipay. You're able to use it in mainland China, Hong Kong, Macau. That SIM card can only be used for data, so it's only a data eSIM. It will allow me to get on Facebook, Google, YouTube, and I don't use Wi-Fi here in China because a Great Wall firewall blocks everything. My VPN on my MacBook worked for about a day and a half before it was finally blocked. The only way I can get out is to use my iPhone as a hotspot. When you come to China, don't drive a car. Don't rent a car. It's not worth the trouble. I've driven in Shanghai and Chengdu, Chongqing, and trying to figure out the traffic rules and laws and cameras everywhere. It's just not worth the hassle. Then you go to a mall and you got to remember where you put the car and these huge shopping centers. The mass transportation, the metro is easy to use. Didi is very inexpensive. Trains are easy to use. What I like about the train, you have 9 minutes to arrival. Don't have to prepare, do anything.
And you can see it's very it's very comfortable and quiet. And you can buy coffee, ice cream, and food.
Have ice cream? I would recommend first class. It's so inexpensive. Why not pay a little more money and get the good snacks and quiet up here? 4.5 hours? This is really nice. Of course, the number one reason you come to China is to eat the food. Eat all the food. Don't think about it. Don't even question what it is. If it looks good, just order it. I have no idea what I'm eating most of the time. I may be able to figure out, if it's a vegetable or if it's a beef or pork or whatever, but I don't know what it is. I just order it. It tastes good, I'll order more. Or if I go to a restaurant, whatever other people are eating, if I look over, something looks good, I'll just order it. I really don't care. Everything's been good. 90% of everything I've eaten is delicious. There's always that 10% that's a little bit weird, but that's all right. I've never eaten anything that's bad though. The most important thing is not to seek out your own food. So I purposely come here to eat Chinese food, not to eat my American food. Friendliness level, I'd say it's the same as US. I was surprised how friendly the people were, especially in Beijing. The security people working were very nice. I was surprised. And everywhere I've been, it's been clean. It always seems like there's somebody sweeping and picking things up. Seems very safe here. I think most people, if they've never been to China, they come to these cities, at least Shanghai and Beijing, they'd be really surprised. Air quality, at least while I've been here, Beijing was a big surprise. I was there 10 years ago. When I was there, maybe I was there on a bad day, but I couldn't see the treetops. Smog was so bad. Now I was there again, maybe I'm just lucky. It's like a totally different city. Clear blue skies, I couldn't believe it. So that was a surprise. These cities are really nice. In Shanghai, the way it's spread out and the traffic is not near as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's hard to believe when just walking around here, you know, Shanghai especially, just how huge it is. This has been my room for the last 4 days in Shanghai, 350 RMB per night. A nice quiet street. Per month, this is 8,000 RMB. A cooktop and sink and everything, and they'll bring 6 waters every day, so I haven't bought any water since I've been here. Of course, everything's clean, everything's real nice. This is where I've been staying in Xi'an for the last week. Nice kitchen, everything's fairly new in this building. This was 750 RMB a night, but to rent this for 1 month, it's 14,000 RMB. This is one of the nicer places I've stayed. Nice bathroom. Everything's new in here. Very clean, very nice. Washer and dryer, that does both. Kitchen is stocked with everything you need to cook with.
This is my room in Beijing. It's in an excellent location. It's walking distance from the Forbidden City and Tiananmen Square. It's only 846 RMB per night, and the breakfast is excellent.
In most China cities, you can rent these bikes. In the Alipay app, you can rent the blue bike. In the WeChat app, you can rent the yellow bike, but it's pointless unless you speak or can read Chinese. These are out of it for most of us. If you use an Alipay, which everything is in English on that app, you're gonna rent the blue bike. So if I rent a bike, it's always the blue one. I'm in Beijing right now, but in Shanghai, it seems like about a 50-50 split between blue and yellow. If you can't speak Chinese or read Chinese, you're gonna be renting the blue bike with the Alipay app. Best time of year to come to the Great Wall, end of October after tourist season and before winter, for the end of November. And to see the colorful trees, you gotta come before about November 15th. We got here a week earlier, the trees would have been yellow and orange. The stairs and the climb, it's much steeper than I ever could have imagined. Tickets to the Great Wall, 115 RMB. Gotta pay $40 for the bus. Cable car, 140 from the shuttle at the bottom all the way to the top, so you can skip over the non-interesting part of the hike, get to the wall and begin your day. More stairs. Comfortable shoes, comfortable clothes, dress lightly. Well, this is mid-November right now, right here. Boy, the weather couldn't be any more perfect for hiking all over here. And then by December, it starts getting pretty cold. This is Muteyun. It's difficult, there's so many stairs, and it's so big. And that means fewer people. And the scenery, it's pointless to take a video of it. You gotta come here to see this. Of all the places I've been in the world, this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. This is absolutely amazing. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up so I know.